got the snack sweater on even.
Yeah! Did you hear that, Uncle Victor? Snack. Robert Guerrero.
He's sponsoring my son, Robert Jr.
Yeah, Bob Santos.
Yeah.
Is your son any? Well, we'll talk about your son after. But Robert, if you guys don't know Robert Guerrero, my God, 2 division. We was just talking about Floyd, what it was like to fight him, but forget Floyd. Robert, how does it feel? Your son, he's following in your footsteps. You know, I've asked a lot of fighters, do you want them to follow in your footsteps as a boxer? And some say no. And your son said this. Were you happy? Were you trying to say no? Maybe go do something else?
Nah, you know, I've made him play a bunch of different sports, see what he likes, whatever he felt out. But he's always gravitated to boxing, and he finally kind of got fed up with baseball and football and stuff, and says, "Dad, I just want to box. I don't want to play these other sports. They're taking time away from boxing and from me practicing." And I was like, "All right, if you want to box, you're gonna box then." So, you know, he's worked hard, and you know, since he started, I mean, he's been doing a good job. So, you know, I'm proud of him, and I'm excited, and I'm going to support him no matter what he did. And you know, it's kind of exciting. You know, he's following in my footsteps. You know, I mean, I wanted to follow my father's footsteps, and now he's following in mine. So I'm excited that he's doing it, and he's doing it hard.
Robert Guerrero Jr., when you listen to your father, I know it's a father's love, and you kind of get like, oh, emotional. I'm a girl, so it's like, oh. But when you hear your father talk about you like this, and just hearing how proud he is of you following in his footsteps, what does that mean to you?
It shows that it's a good sign because I'm going in the right direction.
Why did you choose boxing and not football and baseball? Is it because you just want to hit people?
Kind of, but no, mainly because in baseball and football, you lose because of other people. So in boxing, you only lose because of yourself. So it's like it's a one-man army. That's what I like. I don't like to rely on other people for the win, you know?
That is true. It's a lonely sport, as you know it. But when you watch tape, do you watch your dad's tapes to see? Do you fight? Do you try to fight like your dad, or do you have a whole different style? Do you try to mimic him, or you have your own style?
Well, it's kind of hard because he's left-handed, I'm right-handed.
But it doesn't matter. You can go switch hitter, yes.
Yeah. But either way, with the way he teaches me, it's like I look like him anyways. Especially a lot of people, they're like, dude, you fight just like your dad, but just right-handed. Yeah, so.
That's a great compliment.
Yeah, so it's true because he taught me everything. So it's like I'm eventually gonna look like him.
Did you hear that? Okay, see, complimenting. Wait, you guys are moving farther back. Now, you are fighting PBC here in Las Vegas. It's a big stage, free on Amazon Prime, so everyone's going to be able to watch you. How important? This is a big stage, you know? It's a lot of eyes are going to be on you. How does this feel for you in your very young career?
It feels, I feel blessed for the opportunity, and I just know a lot of people back home. You know, I'm still a senior in high school, so all the high schoolers and all my friends back home, they're posting it on Instagram, and they're all gonna tune in. My pro debut actually, it was streamed on YouTube, and the whole wrestling team and the whole football team stayed up to watch, and a bunch of people. So
shout out to you guys. Those are ride or die friends. Now for
Mustangs, baby. Gilroy Mustangs, alumni right here.
Gilroy High?
Where?
Gilroy High School?
Gilroy High School.
Oh, okay.
California.
I'm from Cal. Is that what, Northern?
Yeah. Kind of by San Jose.
Okay. Oh, Northern. Okay, very good. Yeah. Now, Robert, do you get nervous? Do you get the butterfly? Do you feel the same nerves when you were going into the ring before a fight? Do you get those same nerves when he's ready to make that walk to go to battle?
When I would fight, I would get excited and pumped up and can't wait to get out there. But when he fights, I do get nervous. Like, not like nervous where I'm worried about him. I get nervous more because I don't got control in the ring. So I get those little bit of butterflies. But, I mean, as soon as we get out to that ring and I see his focus, I know he's ready to go. And I know what he's done in the gym to be ready for fights. So, yeah, I mean, I do get those butterflies, though.
You do? You know, we have a lot of father-son teams. How do you switch it off from being a father and to being a strict coach? Because we've seen it. We're like, they need to get out of their corners because it's a father-son relationship. And do you have that rule, like, do not throw in the towel until, I mean, he knows best, but that's the fine line as a father trainer.
Yeah, well, like I work with him and I teach him a bunch of stuff and everything, but when it comes down to working the actual corner, I have my father do that because my father's been doing it with me, and I know he handled it well with me in my corners when I got cut or anything happened, broken hands or whatever. He knew how to weather the storm and keep me on track and doing what I need to do. So I leave the head in the corner to my father, but I do most of his training and preparing him for fights. So yeah, that's one of the things which is a good question with father-son relationships. You know, a lot of guys melt down in the corner when their son gets hurt.
Yeah, because they're yelling not as a trainer, but they're yelling as a father.
Yeah, and that emotion sets in, and if they get knocked down, they get cut right away. They freeze up. They freeze up. So you know, that's why my father's he's old school, so he's really good at you know, tough love and you know, hey, get up. Wipe yourself off. That's the type of guy he is.
That's the old school, not this Gen Z wave.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, real fast. Let me. No, you're not. You're young. Well, you're young. I'm gonna record you on my thing. Okay. So now we have boxing. You see Turkey Al-Sheikh doing TKO. It's a different generation of boxing from you to you. For you, Robert Sr., what do you see? Do you think Dana White's TKO, Turkey Al-Sheikh, is going to do well as a boxing league? There are numbers being floated. I can't say that they're real. I don't know, so I'm just going to say it's an asterisk. But do you believe the way that it's structured, will a boxing league work like that?
I mean, it can work, you know, for young and up-and-coming fighters, you know, especially guys that need that opportunity, guys that want to get paid and make this as you know, their job. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, if it works for them, I mean, it'll be great. But who knows how it's going to be with the negotiations, you know, when you're winning world championships and, you know, you're a mega superstar or you got a big following. So, you know, it's hard to see, you know, to see how it turns out.
I'm for boxing in any way. Everyone just try, you know, shoot your shot. If it works, it doesn't. But as long as they're getting paid and their fighter safety. And last thing, it's the golden question. Canelo versus Crawford. Who wins and how?
I don't know, man. You know, being a Mexican, I'm biased, so I'm leaning to Canelo. But I think it's a pick'em fight. Even though Crawford's a lighter guy coming up.
He's looking beefy. We've been using some snack products. I know that you're sponsored by them, but he's moving up the right way, 2 divisions. But
yeah, the one smart thing he did is he hooked up with Victor Conte and that build because he knows how to do it where you're not slowing down, you're building the right way with everything else. I mean, so. You know, it's going to be a good fight because Crawford is quick. You know, all the guys Canelo's been fighting are big guys and they're slow. They're not as fast as Crawford, so it's going to be interesting to see it happen.
So you have Canelo.
I'm leaning to Canelo because of the power. I mean, he's really sharp in the ring, but man, I wouldn't be surprised if Terrence beats him.
What about you, real fast?
I'm kind of the same. I'm, you know, biased. Every fight like that really is like the Mexican's up, then I'm going for the Mexicans. So.
How about you, Grandpa? Quick, you gotta give your prediction real fast. Canelo versus Crawford. Love this fit, by the way. Who do you have, Canelo, Crawford?
Well, it's gonna be a good fight, both of them. It all depends how they come in, you know, the kind of training camp they have, you know. And Canelo is a good fighter, man. He's got a lot of power, so you gotta watch out for those body shots, man. But otherwise, I got Canelo. I love Crawford though, but I got Canelo. You know, my raza. That's it, baby.
Well, your other raza is going to be fighting. Give your fans why they should tune in to PBC tomorrow night, or come get tickets here at the Mandalay Bay Michelob Ultra Theater in Viva Las Vegas. Tell them, your fans, right there.
Tell them, give them a reason why to come.
Yeah, or why they should tune in to your fight.
Tune in because it's a historic moment. 10 years after he made his PBC debut, I'm making mine, so, you know.
Kick PBC off. Kicked it off.
You
first
did
one.
with a bam.
He kicked it off with, what was it, Showtime?
No, it was on NBC. NBC, the first one.
Yeah, now it's PBC on Prime, yeah.
Do you have any socials that they can follow you?
Yeah, it's Robert Guerrero Jr. Robert Guerrero _Jr. on Instagram, and YouTube it's Robert Guerrero Jr.
Well, best of luck to you guys, the trio Guerreros. I cannot wait to see it. This is great. It's a family affair. I love it. I'm Cynthia Conte. See you guys at the fights. Bye, guys.